Good morning, students. Welcome to KLS Degree College of Commerce. Let us continuation our discussion on industrial economics. First unit, industrial development. In last class, we completed joint sector, and today we are moving to multinational companies. Multinational companies are very important for development of the nation as well as industrial development. So because of multinational companies are providing employment opportunities to the people, so contribution to national income very high and change of standard of living of the people, and so efficient utilization of resources. So this purposes multinational companies are very necessary to developing nations and underdeveloped nations. During the 19th century, in America and German countries were established multinational companies. So those countries shining of multinational companies growth and tremendous growth done by the multinational companies to contribution so their country's national income, so part of national income is very high and providing employment opportunities to people, efficient utilization of natural resources. Such advantages given by the multinational companies. So therefore, during the 19th century, United States, America and German countries were established these type of companies, and companies overall growth rate was shining. So this purposes, so during 19th century, those companies were started. And what is multinational companies? Multinational company is nothing but, see, the multinational company, so where these corporations have their headquarters in one country and their operations in many countries called multinational companies. See, the multinational company's headquarter is one country, but it will be operations in many countries is called multinational companies. Such companies, so like General Motors, Royal Dutch, Shell Group, Exxon Company, Ford Motor Company, International Business Machines, Toyota Company, Italy Government, Old Company, British Petroleum Company, mobile companies and General Electrical companies are multinational companies during 19th century. See, among 10 MNCs, so 6 are belonging to America, and so remaining are Japan, Russia and so British companies. See, these companies are very important in developing nations because of these companies' contribution to national income is high, providing job opportunities to people and efficient utilization of man-made resources and nature-made resources also. So therefore, the multinational companies are very important for developing nations. So such companies benefits or role of MNCs companies or benefits of multinational companies or the first one, to learn skills and techniques from MNCs companies. See, so when we are approaching multinational companies to our country, see, we are learning from them to learn their skills and techniques. What are the skills and techniques, their application? So we are learning from them. So when we are approaching a multinational companies, so when those companies are investing here and started in our country, we are learning each and every knowledge from them. It will be so advantage to home country because of they are having well experienced knowledge about establishment of multinational companies, tricks of multinational companies, skills and techniques. See, we are learning from multinational companies. This purposes developing nations and developed nations are always approaching multinational companies in their country. Then the second one is training facility. The multinational companies. So when multinational companies are recruitment, when employers appointing employers, they will be providing free facility of training. The training facility given by the multinational companies. So in labor orientation country, developing and underdeveloped countries, the unskilled laborers, they are taken training from multinational companies. So when they are getting training, they are also become efficient laborers. They are also become skilled laborers. So when healthy labor, healthy nation. And so which one country is having skillful laborers? The country is rich country. So therefore multinational companies are providing training facilities to laborers. So it is also advantage of developing and underdeveloped nations. Then the efficient utilization of natural resources. See, developing and underdeveloped nations, so they are not using efficient natural resources, man-made resources and nature-made resources also. Because of lack of capital formulation and lack of capital purposes, they are not utilization whole and soul whatever available in their countries, natural resources and man-made resources. So when MNCs are existing such a type of countries, so MNCs will be utilization available natural resources without wastefulness and efficient. So it will be create more national income to the country and employment opportunities to local people. Like then the fourth one is creation of employment opportunities. See, the underdeveloped and developing nations or unemployed nations. The crucial problem of these countries, poverty and unemployment. So when MNCs are existing in such a type of countries, will be offering job. So when people are getting job from MNCs companies, their standard of living is change. So change of society pattern also, change of consumption and increasing their purchasing capacity of goods and services, and totally their health and wealth also changed by the MNCs companies in developing and underdeveloped nations. So then the balance of payment. See, the balance of payment is the mirror of indicating richness of the country, health of the country. The balance of payment is nothing but systematic records of exportable and importable values is called balance of payment. But India's balance of payment is always imbalanced because of we are importing a lot of goods and services and exporting very few goods. We are exporting only small amount of goods and services, and we are importing lot of goods and services from other nations. So when we are importing other nations, such goods are pure oil and gold. Whatever we are earning foreign exchange reserves, so will be consuming by gold and pure oil. See, when MNCs, they will be bring investment and capital. So capital and investing in our country, it will be generating. So balance of payment will be make balance. So then the contribution of social welfare. The multinational companies are taken responsibility of social welfare. For example, making of general hospitals and parking facility and park facility and insurance facility and compensation facility of laborers. Such a type of social benefits also taken by multinational companies in developing and underdeveloped nations. So then the increasing foreign exchange reserves. See, the one country's richness measurement or magnitudes or foreign exchange reserves. In India, the storage of gold, special drawing rights, foreign currencies we called foreign exchange reserve. The every country's the richness status will be measurement by foreign exchange reserves. So when multinational companies they are bring capital so into our country, our foreign exchange reserve also increasing. It will be healthy and it will be favorable condition of our country. See, then the advanced technology, yes, it is very important because of developing and underdeveloped nations or application traditional technical system. When multinational companies are come and establishing here, they will be importing advanced technology. The advanced technology they are importing from other nations. So those machineries efficiency of producing goods and services are very high than the traditional technology. So therefore the advanced technology also bring by the multinational companies. That is also one of the favorable condition of underdeveloped and developing nations. So then not only benefits and demerits also in multinational companies. Those demerits are the first one is pre-employment technology adverse effect on developing and underdeveloped nations. So when we are approaching multinational companies from developed nations, so we will be entering pre. So when they will be entering pre, those companies will be bringing so advanced technology. The advanced technology will be consuming. Okay, the advanced technology will be rejecting laborers. See, a single machine will be done by 1,000 laborers work. So when technology has been improving, unemployment also creating because of underdeveloped and developing nations. So labor orientation countries. So when technology we are using more and more, so we are avoiding laborers. See, it will be adverse effect on developing and underdeveloped nations. So then the huge transfer of foreign exchange is also adverse effect. When multinational companies are earning a profit in our country, they will be transforming the profit so from our country to their country. So when huge amount of foreign exchange reserve are transforming from RBI to Federal Bank of America, it will be adverse effect on Reserve Bank of India, adverse effect on foreign exchange reserve also. So it is also one of the biggest demerit of multinational companies. Then the interference in government. The multinational companies or money power companies, they will be interfere in our policies in government. See, so when those companies are interference in making of policies and in government, will be adverse effect on underdeveloped and developing nations. See, the economy will be shaking by the multinational companies in sometimes. It is also one of the demerits so by the multinational companies. So then the brain drain. It means the multinational companies so drain of wealth from underdeveloped and developing nations because of whatever available so natural resources. See, the required natural resources will be consuming and used will be emptied. See, the natural resources whole and soul they will be consumed and profit will be bring to their home country. It is also one of the demerit of multinational companies. Then the conspicuous goods. The multinational companies are always so producing goods and services or demonstration goods and services. Demonstration goods are not able to purchase by the middle class people and poor. Those MNCs are always given priority to producing only conspicuous goods. Conspicuous goods is nothing but so those goods are luxury goods. by the multinational companies. It is also one of the demerit by multinational companies. So then last one is foreign culture. The multinational companies are bring, it means developed nations culture learned by developing and underdeveloped nations. Their culture automatically via application, their food habit, their passion, their taste, each and everything via application, their culture. It is also one of the demerit. So demerit of multinational companies in underdeveloped and developing nations. So these are merits and demerits of multinational companies. Look out of India. See, the before new economic policy of India 1991. See, the economic policy 1991 has given so more priority to multinational companies. See, the 1991 policy of India has given widened scope to multinational companies as well as foreign direct investment. So, because of such a type of condition was faced by India during the 1980 to 1990 decade. See, because of we are agreeing International Monetary Fund and World Bank conditions. So therefore India was red carpet to foreign direct investment and multinational companies. And multinational companies are providing skills and techniques to Indians. So expert management to Indians and financial help to Indians and India's for industrial development. The urgent need of inviting foreign direct investment in power, roads, food processing companies, telecommunication companies can be invited to invest. In modern days of India also, we are approaching in insurance sector also, defense sector also, transport sector also, communication sector also, agro-based industries also, textile communication also, power generating companies also, food processing companies also. We are approaching multinational companies and foreign direct investment in our country. See, then the to export sector provides enough opportunities to MNCs. See, our export sector so has given enough opportunities to multinational companies. See, we are reducing the tariff and quota on importing technology of MNC companies and removal of quantitative and qualitative restriction of export and import like the tariff and quota also reduced by government of India. See, in present days also we are always approaching foreign direct investment and multinational companies to India because of stagnation of the economy and development of the nation, growth of the nation, development of industrial sector. So the capital formulation, capital investment purposes, we are always approaching multinational company and foreign direct investment into our nation. So these are the benefits and demerits, merits and definition of multinational companies. Let me stop. We shall continue our discussion in next concept.